What are the arguments against free trade policy? What are the limitations of free trade policy? Is the free trade policy free from limitations or shortcomings? Not at all. The free trade policy is not really free from shortcomings or demerits. Let's look into the details. Welcome you all to the new video. So first one is, free trade policy is not advantageous for the less developed economies. This is rather advantageous to the advanced economies or developed economies, as advanced economies are able to export, are as able to focus and export manufactured commodities. At the same time, less developed economies have to focus on agricultural commodities, as less developed economies have the comparative advantage on less agricultural commodities, but the demand for agricultural commodities will not grow, as the agricultural commodities are mostly essential commodities in nature. Its elasticity is less than that of the manufactured commodities. So the advanced economies can grow maximum, as they can maximize their exports because they are focusing on manufactured commodities. So this is one of the limitations of free trade policy. Free trade policy is rather advantageous to the developed economies rather than developing economies. Free trade policy could lead to the destruction of home industries or domestic industries or domestic companies or home companies, as foreign companies may take over the domestic market. Foreign companies are able to export the commodities to the domestic economy at lower prices. That means there is high chance for the foreign companies to take over the domestic market. So it leads to finally the destruction of home industries or home companies. So this could be materialized only because of free trade. The third one is, inefficiency will become perpetual, or it will be everlasting. It will not end. Inefficiency will remain forever. That means whenever the nations will focus on the commodities on which they have the comparative advantage as per the trade theory, so the efficient sectors will be focused. Inefficient sectors will not focus. Inefficient sectors or less efficient sectors of the economy will remain neglected, will remain unfocused. So these industries will be inefficient or less efficient forever, or that means the free trade leads to the not ending inefficiency of the economy. Fourth one is, danger of over dependence due to free trade policy in practice. So danger of over dependence will happen because of free trade, as the free trade enables the import of goods and services at lower prices. So as the domestic economy is importing commodities at lower prices from the foreign market, so we will become highly dependent on our exporting nations. And that means, for example, in the recent day trade, as we see today, India and many other nations have been depending highly on China, as China is able to export and produce the commodities at lower prices. So we have become dependent highly on the nations like China. So penetration of harmful commodities because of free trade. When free trade is in practice, the commodities are movable from one country to another country without any restriction. That means that drugs and intoxicants will come into the market without being imposing any tax or restriction. But unless and until the restriction is imposed on the import of drugs and intoxicants, the import of those commodities will exist in the market. So So this is another limitation of free trade policy. But in most cases, even though free trade is in practice, the limitations will be imposed on the import of these kinds of intoxicants and drugs. These kinds of harmful commodities will be imposed even though free trade is in practice. Sixth one is infant industry argument. Those who support the restrictive trade practices argue that infant industries should be protected. Infant industries are the initial stage industries. They are the growing stage industries. Initial stage industries have to be protected against the foreign competition, foreign companies, as the foreign companies may take over the domestic market. So the infant industries or initial stage industries are will not be able to face the competition. So these industries have to be protected against the foreign companies and foreign industries, foreign competition. This is not possible under free trade. Free trade policy is not able to control dumping for the nations. That means whenever the free trade is in practice in 100% level, the foreign companies who are able to produce at lower prices will dump their commodities into the domestic market. So as the foreign companies are able to make the commodities available at lower prices than the domestic prices, that means dumping will happen if free trade is happening. For example, China has been doing the same. They are dumping their commodities as they are able to produce and export the commodities at lower prices, and they are dumping in many nations including India. So loss of tax revenue because of free trade. So free trade means the trade with no tariff, no import duty, no export duty. That means whenever the free trade is in practice in 100% level, government will lose the whole revenue from foreign trade. So the revenue from foreign trade is a tax revenue imposed on import and export of goods and services. So whenever the free trade is in practice, government revenue will be lost. At the same time, whenever the restrictive trade practices are following, then the government are able to collect the revenue immensely from the import and export of goods and services. The last point I have for you is destruction of cultural identity, cultural uniqueness because of free trade. So free trade leads to westernization as there is no restriction on the import of those kinds of commodities. So cultural identity will be lost, cultural uniqueness will be lost. It is highly likely that the lifestyle of the domestic market, the people of the nation will change because of free trade, as the commodities, as the goods and services from the foreign markets are moving into the domestic market without any restriction. So these are the number of limitations for the free trade policy. Having said that, free trade policy is not the policy to be rejected or neglected. There are many benefits of free trade policy, and there are some demerits for the free trade policy as well. What we have to do in this case, the country need to have a selective trade policy. Really the nations are following the selective trade policy. We will have different trade policy on different commodities. We will have different trade policy with different nation. We will have different trade policy with different regions. Thank you.